وكان يفترض التعامل مع قواعد الديمقراطية التي التزم بها الشعب الفلسطيني تعاملا مختلفا.
We express our deep sorrow at this. They should have responded differently to the democracy expressed by the Palestinian people. But such a stance was also taken when President Arafat was leader of the Palestinian Authority. It was also described as terrorist. It looks like they're now using these expressions in the interests of political parties inside Israel.
The Palestinian people don't have a state, you don't have many natural resources, and you don't have much of an economy. So in order to survive, you need the help of important international donors. But at the moment, you're boycotted by the West. So how will you be able to govern without outside help?
الواقع أنه إحنا بنستغرب أنه يكون في هناك توجهات من الدول الغربية.
Why are the West always using their donations to apply pressure on the Palestinian people? We do not want violence in this region. We want the Palestinian people to have a state, which has been talked about for decades. As for funding, we're forming a Palestinian government and we have lots of options and alternatives. We have our own capabilities which can help us to revive the economy. And we have many Arab and Islamic states and other members of the international community who are ready to stand next to the Palestinian people.
As things stand at the moment, Israel has the power to make life very difficult for a Hamas administration. Already it's imposed restrictions. So day-to-day life for ordinary Palestinians could in fact actually get a lot worse under a Hamas administration.
أولاً الشعب الفلسطيني شعب عظيم وقادر على مواجهة التحديات.
First of all, the Palestinians are a great people and are able to face many challenges. Secondly, which side is trying to destroy the other? The Israeli occupation is besieging Gaza from all directions, from land, air and sea. Israel controls the West Bank, it's building a wall, it's seizing the Jordan Valley and continuing to build settlements. Therefore the problem is not in the position of the Palestinian people. We want a state and we want resolution and quiet in this region. But the problem is that the occupation remains on Palestinian land.
You say you want quiet, so will you, as the Palestinian Prime Minister, formally end the armed struggle?
The armed struggle is not an end in itself, and when the Palestinian people use resistance, it's not for the sake of resistance, but because there is an occupation. Therefore, if the occupation ends, this will be the main reason for resolution and stopping the resistance.
The Hamas Charter calls formally for the destruction of Israel, but Israel is a vibrant country. It has the biggest army in the Middle East, and it has widespread international support and legitimacy. You certainly won't see its destruction in your own lifetime. So, will you, as Prime Minister, change the Charter?
نحن نتحدث في هذه المرحلة عن دولة.
At this stage, what we are talking about is forming a state. Remember, the Palestinian people have never been the cause of instability in this region. We're not fighting the Jews because they are Jews, but because we want our people to enjoy their rights, rights to which every human being in the world is entitled.
If you don't end the armed struggle and if you don't recognize the state of Israel, then in the end you're just going to have Israel, the United States, and most of Europe on one side and you on the other, and things simply will not progress.
يجب أولاً على الاحتلال الإسرائيلي أن يعترف بالحقوق الفلسطينية.
Israel should first recognize Palestinian rights. As I said, the resistance is a means to an end, and not an end in itself. The way to achieve calm in this region is by giving the Palestinian people security. Israel's assassination policy is still continuing against the Palestinians, and this is what pushes our people to defend themselves.